transfer window finally closed. Let's rank every Premier League team's transfer business from worst to best. Let's go. Starting with the worst, Brentford. Sold your best player, your best striker, your captain, and of course your goalkeeper. I mean, yeah, you technically made a profit, but who did you replace them with? All potential Premier League floors with Jordan Henderson and Reece Nelson. He's still alive? Yeah, you made profits on the sale of Mbeumo and Wissa, but technically you didn't really spend it well, so yeah, bottom last. 19th, Bournemouth. Just like Brentford, you also sold a bunch of key players, mainly 75% of your backline last season. I mean, you did make profit on them too, but compared to Brentford, it's not that big. Let's be honest, most of your signing is just hit or miss, and you replace Kepa, the Chelsea reject, with Pejovic, another Chelsea reject. Bekate is your biggest signing, and I don't even think you'll do that well. And the only reason why I don't have you below Brentford, because compared to Brentford, you still have top quality players in your team. 18th, Burn sold James Trafford, which is a very big blow to your team. And when it comes to arrivals, all you did was buy a bunch of Chelsea rejects. I mean, Broja for 23 million. I'm a Chelsea fan, even I can tell you got scammed. What was the point of bringing back Larsen, Twansebe, and even Kyle Walker? Honestly, Kyle Walker is a hit or miss depending on what you think about him. So yeah, overall, you lost Trafford, which is a big blow. But most of your signings, I don't even think they're going to be that well, especially all the Chelsea rejects and Twansebe for some reason. So yeah, 18th. 17th, Wolves. Losing Cunha and Winieri are actually big losses, but you at least got a big money from Cunha. Winieri, I think you undersold him, if I'm not being honest. And as for the arrivals, I mean, you kept Larsen, which is pretty good. Tolu is one for the future, and of course, Wolf. I don't know why you guys signed him. What if it's because of his name? That's pretty funny, I guess. As for John Arias, I honestly don't know what to think about him. I haven't really seen much of him this season. So overall, Wolves, you lost your two best players, and the signings were not really looking like much of a replacement. So yeah, 17th for you guys. 16th, Leeds. Departure-wise, Leeds didn't really lose anybody that important, at least not Premier League quality to me anyways. But then you look at their lineup with a bunch of hipster signings with Sean Longstaff and Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Really? Yeah, I'm sorry. The fact that Longstaff's your best signing this season shows you didn't really do much. But then again, you also didn't really lose anyone that important. So I guess 16th for you. 15th, Fulham. I mean, you lost Pereira and Willian has finally left the room. Thank God. At your arrival, though, fine, I guess. I mean, Calvin could be one for the future. And as for Chukwuemeka, even now I don't rate him that high in a Nigerian. But yeah, pretty mid-table transfer. Not really that special. So 15th, I guess. 14th, Brighton. I mean, João Pedro aside, look at all the names you've lost. Like, all of these were important players in your team, Brighton. Honestly, I should have you lower. And even your arrivals are basically just hipster signings. Like I said, I should have you lower, but the only reason I'm not going to put you lower is because, well, you are Brighton. These are typically the signings you make. One of these guys could now be becoming a 60 million transfer for Chelsea anyway. So yeah, 14th. 13th, Newcastle. They lost Isaac. Yeah, that's pretty much why you're down this slope. And the other signings, Wissa and Nick, I can't pronounce that other name. Are they going to be good enough replacement for Isaac? I mean, they'll be good, but not Isaac level. So yeah, all along, it's not really been that bad, but like I said, you lost Isaac. So that's the reason why you're in 13th. 12, Crystal Palace. I mean, losing Eze is a big blow to the team. He was a very important player, you know. And the new signings, I mean, Pino, one of those players that have been linked with big money moves for years and never really moved anywhere. So yeah, losing Isaac is a blow, but you did keep McGahey, so that's why you're in 12. And also, well, Crystal Palace in 12. Tradition. 11th, West Ham. Losing Kudus to Spurs is a big blow, and everybody else is more or less in. And I get your new signings are pretty decent, so yeah, 11th. 10th, Man United. I mean, you managed to get rid of the Deadwood, which is actually very impressive of you. But your new signings are very expensive, and it's not a matter of when, but if they will actually turn up. And also, signing Lamens when Emi Martinez was available is just a bit underwhelming. But overall, you were still able to ship out a lot of the Deadwood, so yeah, Man United. Middle 10th. 9th, Aston Villa. Losing Jacob Murphy is a big blow, and you actually somehow managed to get rid of Coutinho. I honestly forgot he was still there. Honestly, before a couple of weeks ago, I would have had you guys a lot lower. But then you went on to make some pretty decent signings like Harvey Elliott, Lindelof, and Sancho. Yes, I know Sancho is a bit of a mid here, but he's still a pretty good player, and I think will be very good for Aston Villa. But the 34 million sign of Evan Gerson from Leo is one I'm really looking forward to, and I think it's going to be a great signing for you. So yeah, 9th. 8th, Nottingham Forest. I mean, yeah, you did lose Elanga, which is a pretty big blow for you guys. But the signing of James McAtee and Amari Hutchinson are pretty decent, and also getting Zinchenko and Douglas Luiz on loan is pretty good. The funniest one here, getting Botafogo players on loan, which is just laughing in Crystal Palace space a lot more. The most important thing, you managed to keep his wife, which is all in all a good window for you. So yeah, 8th. 7th, Man City. I mean, apart from selling James McAtee, they also lost a lot of big names in the squad, including the likes of De Bruyne, Gundogan, Akanji, Jack Grealish, Kyle Walker. I mean, it's the end of an era with that one. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Arabs have been pretty decent with the likes of Reina, the two Ryans, and of course, the goalkeeping duo of Trashford and Donnarumma. But with the way they've been playing, I don't think these guys are going to gel immediately, especially not Donnarumma. He's not a ball-playing goalkeeper. So yeah, Man City, 7th, take it. 6th, Everton. I mean, apart from losing the Corey, they didn't really lose anyone that important. And then their rivals, Dribbling, Barry, Drewsbury Hall, Akares, and of course, the signing of Jack Grealish. That alone has cemented them for a very high spot. I'm honestly surprised I didn't have them a lot higher. They probably should be a lot higher, but let's just say 6th. 5th, Arsenal. I mean, they didn't really sell anybody that important to the team, except for that one guy, but we're not going to talk about him. The new arrivals are pretty great. I mean, Madueke aside, but they are pretty great to solid picks. So yeah, overall, Arsenal did great business. So I think I put them as high as 5th. 4th, Chelsea. I mean, on paper, Chelsea probably shouldn't be higher than Everton. So why do I have them so high? Well, that's easy. Just look at all the sales they've made. They were able to sell players worth of 300 million. That is crazy. And even their arrivals with the likes of João Pedro, Hato, and Esteban are going to be three amazing signings. But the other transfers are just pretty much mid to good overall. So all in all, getting an 80 million check for Jackson is why I have them so high. Or if I was only basing it on arrivals, it'd probably be around, I don't know, 7th, I guess. But yeah, 4th. 3rd, Tottenham. I mean, losing Son is a big blow for morale, but let's be honest, he was pretty washed already. The arrivals is what does it for me. The likes of Simons, Tels, Paulinho, Random Kolo Muani. These are pretty great signings for Spurs. Honestly, these signings are going to put Spurs back in Champions League spot. So of course I have them as high as 3rd. 2nd, Sunderland. Sunderland decided to empty out their wallet and sign a bunch of these players. Just signing anyone and everyone that they can. And don't get me wrong, these are actually quality signings. I think getting Xhaka is one of the best signings they could make. And a lot of these players are Conference League level at best. So of course Sunderland are making great signings. So they could actually stay up this season. First, Liverpool. They also did get a nice amount for Luis Diaz, Darwin Núñez, and Konsa. How did they get 35 million for him? I mean, yeah, Trent may have only left for 10 million, but his contract was actually expiring. You actually got 10 million for him, so yeah, that's pretty insane. But yeah, this alone is the reason why Liverpool won the transfer window. Isaac, Vitz, Eketike, Kirkes, Frimpong, and also Giovanni Leno, but he's more of a backup. I mean, they did still miss out on Keiki, but who really cares? Look at this. Yes, Liverpool have won the transfer window. Enough said there. And yes, that's all we have for the transfer window today. Do you think I'm right? Leave your opinion in the comments down below.